Here we go.
Okay, we see the live button. Okay, we're here. We don't know who was able to join us, but Luana and I are here. And if you weren't able to make it, I guess you wouldn't know if you weren't able to make it what's going on. But this will be recorded, and also I'll be able to share it on the Focus Broadcasting Network. So to begin,
Yes.
hi. I'm Robin Downs,
Hi.
and I am the founder of Yoga Flavor. And my guest today is Luana Elliott. So I'm just going to let her introduce herself. And my first question is, how did you get started in the fitness industry?
Okay. Hello, everyone. Well, my name is Lana Elliott, as Robin said. I am from Brazil, Rio de
Okay,
Janeiro, to be
Luana, I
very
can't see
specific.
you.
So,
Why can't I see you? Hold on a second. I can't see you.
okay, let me see. Can you see me? Are you seeing me?
I
I
see your
can see you.
picture. I see your picture. Do you see yourself on camera?
Yes.
Okay, why isn't it recording you? Um, hmm. I see me. Oh, there you are, but you're not showing up. Why?
Yeah, I can see
Okay, there you
myself.
are. I see you now. I see you now. Go ahead.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So as I was saying, I am a Carioca girl. I was born in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Yes, it's a wonderful place. I totally recommend everyone to once in a life to go there and visit that wonderful place. And pretty much talking about my background, it is I started um, like any other kid, very active. I went to a ballet school since I was 9 years old. Then I got my professional degree as a ballerina. Right after that, I started teaching in the field schools in Rio. And in 2011, I met my husband, David. Actually, we met a few years before, but 2010 we start. I'm sorry, it was not 11. 2010 we started dating, and 2011 I came to LA to visit him, and I never returned back to Brazil.
Wow.
It's heading good. It's a happy story because we are in a very happy union. And the sad it's I'm not in Brazil, but the happy thing is just like now I'm here to trying to share a little bit of our culture, trying to help women to accept and to improve themselves, improve their quality of life, and that's how I started my motivation and inspiration to become a personal trainer. In 2011, David really inspired me and motivated me to start doing some fitness competitions. And it's just because I was completely really dismotivated at that time because when you are foreign and you're an immigrant, you don't have permission to work, you don't have permission to do almost anything. You're pretty much a tourist. And I am a workaholic. I was sad, I was devastated, and he really put the focus on to okay, you have a really good physique, you have some knowledge in training, so I think that would be great for you. And yes, I did it. I did field competitions. I qualified for USA's, but I couldn't USA's because I'm not a citizen. But I could learn a lot. I met great professionals in the fitness field, and I got certified, and I started my own business, my own clientele with personal training, and I got more into the nutrition and wellness part. which is pretty much what I emphasize with my clients today. That's a bit, pretty much, of all overall.
Okay, when did I know you met Dionne Warwick at a young age? Tell me about meeting her.
Okay, well, it was really it's a really nice story actually. The way Dionne and I we met is because of my aunt. My aunt, she passed a few years ago, but my aunt, she was running this nonprofit organization that was located in the all the activities were pretty much focused in this community that is called Vidigal in Rio de Janeiro, right? So she was running this nonprofit, and the goal of this nonprofit, it was pretty much to um, get the kids from poor communities to be engaged in and have an opportunity of education in private schools, to give the kids of poor communities another point of view of what um, we would say the other world that the poor kid do not know too much once that they are in live in that poor environment. It is everything super limited, and in the big universities, college, and clubs, or they provides a better education. That was pretty much um, her goal. She wanted to immerse these kids in those schools, but she couldn't make it by herself. And it was funny because she heard on TV that Dionne, she was going to be in a TV show in the biggest network in Brazil. So she got all of the kids. Actually, a month prior, she taught us how to sing "That's What Friends Are For." It was beautiful because it was only Brazilians. We didn't speak a word in English, and we learned how to sing "That's What Friends Are For." So she got all the kids, and we went to the studio of this network where Dionne, she was recording this big show. And right after the show, she performed, Dionne performed, and right when she was leaving the studio, we were all lined up right at the door of this studio, waiting for Dionne. And when Dionne started, passing, my aunt was just like, okay, now we have to sing. So we start singing "That's What Friends Are For," and that what pretty much caught Dionne attention. Dionne, she absolutely loved kids. Just bring a kid for her, she will give all the attention. And that was pretty much how our interaction it started, our relationship started. So she was invited to actually meet all of the kids in this community. Dionne, she went to Vidigal, and she met all of the kids, and for some weird reason, she looked at me. She always embraced me, and since then, she have me as her goddaughter. So, and she
Oh wow!
become my godmother. And every time she was returning to Brazil to do some kind of shows, we are always getting together. We're always going to the hotels to have breakfast, or just to talk about the nonprofit, this organization, which we still are working with. We are still giving opportunities for the kids in not only Vidigal, but the other poor communities in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. That's how we met. In 2010. Actually, I met Dave in 2008, but I ran away from him. He absolutely loved talking about that story. But we started dating in 2010 when he went to do a show with her, and now I'm part of the family.
Lovely, lovely. Okay, so getting back to the personal training, when did you realize that as part of the personal training that you needed to also pay attention to people's meal planning? When did you realize that? And talk a little bit about the meal plan that you're going to be providing to my Yoga Flavor players.
Okay. It is just because there is for weight loss, there is a magic pill. And if you don't take care of nutrition, even if you go to the gym and train 4 or 5 hours, you're not going to lose a pound if you don't take care of whatever you put in your system. It is true, the law that it's 80% nutrition and 20% physical activities.
Wait a
And
minute, did you
even
say
if you don't
80%? 80%?
80%. 80% it's more the nutrition, it's about the nutrition, and 20% it is how you exercise, the type of program you do, but it's
Wow.
mainly the type of food you're ingesting every day. Even rest or before any physical activity, after, before bed, everything, it's a beautiful science. Nutrition, it's a beautiful science, and you just cannot try to um, uh, um, play games. It is the effective. It is the way that you're not only going to heal your body wellness. It is what is going to give you the body that you always dream for.
Wow. Now, the meal plan that you provided, what's the most important, I don't know, tip or food combining? What do you think is the most important aspect of the meal planning?
It depends of what your goal is. If you're in a weight loss program, we go more with whole grains, we whole foods. Um, Not too much protein, but basically a lot of vegetables, greens, fruits. But if you're in competition mode to do a fitness competition, everything needs to be measured. You need to cut carbs, you need to cut grams in fat. It's a huge math behind the people that has the goal of doing any kind of fitness competition. As well, if you're trying to gain weight, people who is trying to build more lean muscle mass needs to go after the food that is going to provide a bulk up outlook. So it depends a lot of what is your goal. If you're trying to lose weight, it's more the whole foods, the vegetables, the green leaf, but that it's pretty much for the overall nutrition. And if you're trying to lose weight, you cut a little bit more of the carbs, you increase a little bit more of the protein, try to cut refined sugar, not try, completely cut the refined sugar, the
Not try,
white flour.
completely cut the refined sugar. Wow.
Yes, yes. It's not only because of that. It's actually proven that the refined sugar in your brain has the same reaction as cocaine. So that
Well, it's
actually
like one
tells you something.
molecule away from. Yes, that's amazing.
Yes,
That's
yes.
amazing.
So, and actually, we can offer Robin really nice links with researches about all of the scientific actually tests and actually scientists talking about all of this. So it is something that first of all you need to put your wellness, your body top of the list, and you really need to prevent uh, a bunch of diseases. And how you do it, you try to get as close as possible to the natural resources that we have of food.
Right.
And refined sugar, it's not natural. It's chemically treated. It is refined. It doesn't have the nutrients that it's an empty calorie food. So you don't want to put that in your body. It doesn't have the nutrients that actually the raw sugars offer, like the coconut raw organic sugar. We have the brown sugar. We have molasses. We have agave. We have stevia. The natural sugars and sweeteners are the best way to sweeten your fruits, your smoothies, and everything else that you like uh, to eat very sweet. And we also have the problems with salt too. The refined salts, they are other bad guys, because if they're refined, they don't have the minerals that your body actually needs to make sure that you don't get or either dehydrated or flush all the minerals from your system. So you really need to be careful with whatever you put in your system, and try to stay away from the refined, the trans fat, and actually pretty much anything that it's processed.
What about the sea salt?
The sea salt, it's a form of salt that still have few minerals, and it's not refined as the table salt. And there's actually, I was reading an article about yesterday about the sea salt that is, I forgot the name of the manufacturer. They actually provide the salt, and they don't put any additive. In the way they made the salt, they pretty much they get the water from the ocean, and they have this huge warehouse, I don't know exactly how they call, in which they let just the water evaporate, and whatever it stays, it is the actual the natural form of salt. And that is the best way, because you're getting the natural salt and the minerals, just like the pink Himalaya salt. It's actually very rich in minerals, and that it's what pretty much we want, just to and especially to balance our pressure, because there's people like me. I have problems with low pressure if I don't have in a good quantity of salt on my diet. That's when I don't have that balance in my body, what happens, my pressure gets lower and lower and lower and lower, and I get, or either I can pass out or I have no energy, and it's really hard to do anything, and get dizzy easily. And there's people that actually overeat salt and actually has problems with high pressure. And so when you
you need salt every once in a while, is what you're saying.
Yes, you need.
I was craving salt. I was craving salt, and I don't usually have salt, and I was feeling kind of guilty about it. But and I guess I have to just keep checking and measuring how my pressure is throughout that whole thing.
Yeah, you need the amount necessary, the daily amount necessary. It's a 1,500 milligrams of salt daily, and it's really.
How many is that in like
20, I don't have
tablespoons? Do you know?
Oh, and it's a very small quantity. It doesn't get to I don't know exactly the amount, but it doesn't take like 1 teaspoon. It's the amount. It's very very small, and then especially the American diet. If you really pay attention, I don't have any food on my canned food on my hands right now. But next time if you go shopping, try to take a look on the label part, and there is a few in that. You have to look that even more in sauces when you get tomato sauce, and the amount of sodium goes high to sometimes 1,000 milligrams, and it's almost pretty much what you need to your limit of daily ingestion that it's necessary to your body. So today we are overeating the sodium in our food, and it's present in deli too. When we get to the store, we go to the store and get the turkey deli meats, ham, sausage. Oh, there's a bunch. We can actually give a list to everyone so they will go crazy with all this information. And I would, and I totally recommend to stay away from all of this stuff.
Okay. How do you feel about a total vegetarian diet?
I think it's great because there is a lot of vegetables have proteins, nuts have proteins, so if people are happy living in a vegetarian diet, so that's absolutely great. It's more because the mainly food they're ingesting, it's more the whole grain foods, which is vegetables, fruits. I'm just I get upset with the vegetarians that go crazy with cakes and cookies and all of that. They are still
pasta
and cheese. They are pasta, exactly. They still ingesting
processed
the white flour, the refined flour, and the refined sugar, the refined salt. They're not getting the nutrients from all of the food that it's necessary to the body functions. And talking about the vegetarian, the vegan is the same. We have a lot of fake this, fake that, fake this, fake cheese,
processed,
fake this, fake, and it's all processed. It has a bunch of things, a bunch of MSGs. They're made sometimes with GMOs, so they just need as long as you get as close as possible to the natural food, the non-processed food, you're fine. You're going to live years and years and actually live well, preventing a lot of diseases.
Now, talk to me about alkaline and acid. Now, you're providing, once again, people go and sign up for at yogaflavor.com for the newsletter. They're going to get, in addition to the meal plan, a booklet that you've put together about alkaline and acid. So talk to me about that.
Yeah, alkaline and acid, it's pretty much respecting the pH of our body, right? And we today we are, when you go to do our shopping, we have available pretty much food that is going to become acid in our system, and that's why the number of cancer cases increased so much. Our body pH, it's 7.4. I believe that is the right number. But if you go higher, you are more prone to develop cancers or other diseases. It is just because when your body's acid, it's more prone to acidity, your body is really going to it is going to start working in the red mode. So to try to control that and to try to control all the reactions that it's happening in your system right now, your body is going to it is going to get actually sources of calcium from your bones to react with nutrients in your system, just to make sure that you're going to have the functions that it needs to be happening in your body. We are talking about the cellular respiration. We are talking about elimination of acid uric, which is the result of all of the reactions that we are having right now in our system. So once you put more acid food in your body, more acid your body is going to become, and that it's pretty much it is going the final results in few years later it is going to be a cancer or any other disease.
Wow.
And for women, it gets a lot of for men too, gets a lot of the bones diseases because your body needs to, in order to neutralize all the acids in your system, it is going to take a lot of the calcium um, resource from our bones to make it everything neutral. And the result, especially in people, and people actually can test the pH. There is on Amazon, eBay, you can find the lithium, I think is lithium, paper. It's just like slides of paper I have at home. And every day before the first time you go to the bathroom, before doing anything, drinking any water, doing anything, go to the bathroom. When you go urinate, you get the little peel, the paper, and you test your urine, and you're going to see, you're going to test where your body pH is at. People that actually has cancer, it is they are always in that really high acidity. It's just because the body was fighting all of it was trying to get to the balance, the neutral pH. And when your body is in an acid pH, anything in any human actually can survive in really high acidity level. So your body always trying to really return to alkaline. That's why we are the alkaline food are so known today. We are talking about the raw almond. We are talking about celery, apple. We are talking about cabbage. So all of these foods that actually is going to help your digestion and make your body always to become more alkaline than acid. So you're talking about diseases and preventing diseases, preventing that your body is running in the red mode. When you have your car, you always have to change the oil. You always need to make sure that you're giving the right maintenance. Otherwise, you're going to eventually lose your car because it's going to be running in a way that it should not. That is the same with the body. I had problems with the stomach. I have bad heartburns when I started actually switching my diet, and it was more because it was increasing the amount of protein I was eating every day and not eating the alkaline food to neutralize the acids resulting from the acid foods. So people that actually has I watch all the time on TV those I'm not going to say any name, but all of the medicines actually people take to take care of the heartburns or the stomach acidity and all that, you can pretty much prevent that. Not first of all, not eating those foods that they put in the commercials. They made the people eating the pizza and eating right after eating the fried chicken, eating everything, and then to clean their the stomach and make them stop feeling the way they're feeling. Okay, just take this magic pill or magic liquid, and you're going to feel fine. That is the wrong message. What you need to do actually, if you wanted to stop feeling the pain, if you want to stop to have the reflux, heartburns and gas and constipation and all that, you need to first of all make sure that you're putting in your system the right food that is not going to cause that. If you overeat the pizza, if you overeat the hamburgers, if you overeat the sausage, yeah, that is going to be a result. And medicating, it is not the answer. It's much better to teach your body to adapt to this kind of food So eventually you're going to feel really your stomach is going to feel upset every time you eat it or overeat a pizza. I'm not telling you just like okay people just stop eating this completely, because I know there's people that actually likes pizza and likes cookies and all that. It is just a conscience about how you want to feel.
And we want to feel so good. So tell us about Dionne Warwick's album, Feels So Good. Did you like that segue?
It's amazing, right? Yes. It's a great. I was listening this weekend, and it has great artists. We have Maya, we have Neo, we have my husband, which is her son, David. We have Cheyenne. She's that girl. She is amazing. She's climbing on the Billboard dance music chart. We're really pushing her too. And the name of the album says it feels so good. It's for you to feel good, uh, which is not
I
hard.
love
Listen
it.
to all of her songs.
I love it. I love the album. You know I do. You know, I was just like, can I shoot the music video with us doing fitness stuff? But in the meantime, tell us about the competition that you have going on with Feel So Good, Dionne
Okay.
Warwick's album.
Health. Well, Healthy Gal. Because I didn't talk about Healthy Gal. Let me talk about Healthy Gal. Healthy Gal is our
Okay.
active wear. Because I talked about me being a personal trainer, me
Right. You're
being a
right. Right.
nutritionist.
Hmm.
So let's talk about the Healthy Gal. Healthy Gal, it is our active wear. I started the Healthy Gal uh, 1 year ago. I introduced the product to Dionne just because the girls, they absolutely love it. It's a great fabric. It's a spandex from Brazil, which is not available widely in the U.S. So we are bringing this fabric. It's just because Agnes, the female curves, it makes it feel good. Let's talk about the Brazilian relation. That is the butt, is the curvy body. So we just wanted to bring the product just to let the curvy women, just to make the curvy women feel better about their shape and accept themselves the way they are, and just to improve their look. And it has the fabric normally has a really you don't have rubbing this legging, but you're going to make sure that you have it soon. It has a really nice texture, and this texture, it kind of flatters the cellulite aspect. And
Mm.
all the girls absolutely love. And we are doing this promotion on the Dionne's Twitter account. Okay, we are. It's a little contest for her fans and for the Healthy Gal fans. The Healthy Gal fans, it is still growing. We are getting. We're trying to get as close as possible for each customer, each client, because we are their feedback is very important. But we are doing this promotion on the Twitter, on Dionne's Twitter account, in which is um, her fans need to post or tweet their favorite song from the album Feels So Good. And they have to participate, they have to follow By Healthy Gal. By Healthy Gal is the Healthy Gal Twitter account. And they have to hashtag I want my healthy gal. So for those who follows all the rules, Dionne is picking the winner of the $500 credit store in our online store, which is healthygal.net. So there you go. If you're a Dionne's fan, if you absolutely love the album Feels So Good like me and Robbie, you need to run to her Twitter account, follow. If you're not following her, it is at Dionne Warwick, and you make sure you're following by Healthy Gal too. If you're not following, if you start tweeting Dionne's favorite song, but you're not following Healthy Gal, you're not going to win. You have to follow the rules. And don't forget to hashtag I want my Healthy Gal. And if you're the winner, you're going to get a bunch of really nice and sexy leggings. And for the guys, of course, we've got a few messages from the male fans. It's like, oh my gosh, my mom, she's absolutely fit. She's absolutely going to love. So that's not a problem for the guys too. They can participate too. That is going to be a great present for wife, daughter, niece, cousin, teacher, name on it.
Beautiful.
Robbing too.
So where do you see Healthy Gal and your business going over the next 5 years?
In every girl's body in this country and other countries too. But mainly it is our goal, it is just to make women feel comfortable enough to start the practice of any kind of activity. We spoke about the nutrition and the importance of cleaning your system and doing the detox, the proper detox. The outfit plays a huge role in our life. When you dress in that beautiful black dress, you feel empowered. You feel like, okay, J-Lo, I'm sorry, girl. I'm the bomb. So this is what we wanted to do with the Healthy Gal outfits too. We just wanted to empower women and motivate them to get the best of themselves.
Beautiful. Is there anything else you wanted to share about your personal training, Healthy Gal, Dionne Warwick, that I didn't cover?
I think I talk a lot. No, I think it's pretty much it. It's just our message is pretty much just love themselves and be active. Make sure you're putting good food in your body so you can prevent a bunch of diseases and spread the word of being healthy and active.
Beautiful. And just because we have each other's space, is there any questions that you wanted to ask me that you think, our followers might want to know about me? You were wondering if, maybe about some yoga. And I saw one of the questions actually was what to do for stress. And I do offer also private yoga sessions. I do offer Skype sessions. And for stress, I encourage meditation. And once again, to learn meditation, you can study with me or you can go to my YouTube channel. I actually have a whole playlist for meditation and guided relaxation. There's a certain style of yoga called restorative yoga. And we work with prompts that you could just kind of position yourself and lay back on that help to open up the spine, open up the heart. And it's not a straining kind of stretch. It's more of a surrender kind of stretch. So do you have any questions for me?
I do. How to become a yoga guru like you? Tell me all.
Wow.
Give me 3 secrets.
Wow. 3 secrets. It is passion, number 1. Dedication, number 2. And practice, number 3. Woo! I'm surprised I even answered that so swiftly myself. Yeah, the
Great, great,
passion. You
great.
got to
It's
have
very much.
the passion for it. And sometimes I get surprised because, and maybe that happens to you, I'm so passionate about it. And sometimes it may be off-putting to people who, you know, like, where's all this coming from? But I'm so passionate about it. And that dedication to it, and then that practice, and voila, here I am passionately talking
There
to
you
you
go.
about it.
There you go. And I'm going to jump in just one more question.
Okay, great.
What would you say? I am sure you actually talk a lot of with your students about this. What is your message for the women that always put the age as a barrier for to make it to either to do any kind of activity or just to engage a little bit more of yoga or just engage in life transformation?
Thank you for
What
asking.
message would you
Well,
give
thank
them?
you for asking that question. Because I proudly say I'm 55 years old and I'm letting my silver shine through, to encourage other women. Because I know when this wasn't shining through, you know, thank goodness I was mistaken for like 30 years old. But I wanted to encourage women 50 plus or even 40 plus at this stage, or even 30 plus. I wanted to encourage women that it is okay to embrace wellness at any age. And I have been actually actively seeking out other women who are mature and have a healthy practice. I was so blessed to have met a yoga instructor who I believe just turned who's in her 90s. Tao is her name. She's like in her 90s, and she's like incredible. She was recently on the Steve Harvey show, and Steve Harvey was just like amazed. And I think I just posted on my Facebook page, a woman running track at 70 years old. So in our society, it's going to become more and more prevalent. And I'm really excited and delighted to be a role model for aging gracefully.
Amen. And thanks for doing it. Thanks for, to deliver it and this message and to keep pushing from yourself, because I am sure it's not easy for you sometimes to keep with the present. It's not easy for young girls, and sometimes I get really sad because there's a bunch of young girls that doesn't do of their life and are just like, it is a waste of everything, of your time, and they are just like so consumed by this. I know I absolutely love my iPhone technology, it is great, but they don't actually take care of their body or people the way they supposed to. And I do have clients, they complain all the time, oh my gosh, I'm too old and this and this, and I always try to give and to show them actual women that are doing it. And you definitely are a role model. Thank you so very much for all of you.
Thank you for acknowledging. Thank you.
No, thank you so very much. Keep doing it. Keep inspiring, encourage, and motivating women. It doesn't matter what age, what color, what nationality. You're doing it. You're great. Thank you so very much for that. You're killing it. You're an inspiration for me.
Thank you. And you are too. And thank you so much for your time, your inspirational tips, your gifts. And once again, everyone go to healthygal.net. And you can use the Yoga Flavor code to get 15% off of your Healthy Gal gear. And go to yogaflavor.com, where Healthy Gal has left us some gifts, where you can download a 7-day meal plan and a booklet that gives us more insight into understanding alkaline and acid. Okay, so join us
Yes.
on all our social media sites, and we look forward to all of you continuing to join the journey with Healthy Gal and Yoga Flavor. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.